All right. So you got that 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. Now you built tension there. How you going to resolve it? You went up. What goes up must come down.
Okay.
Music follows the laws of gravity. When you,
Is it like on the one of bar three? Is that a resolution, or should I resolve the
well, that's where
four?
you resolve 2.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you want to. That's where the ball comes back and hits the ground again.
Mm-hmm.
So what about the end of 4? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1.
Did you play a G on
Yeah,
and
no,
a
well, I
four?
played an A. I'm in A,
Yeah, that was
right?
A.
So I
Mhm.
played that octave A. So I just hit that octave A again and went and 1 of that measure where you went 3 and 4 and 1. I'm trying to bring that A back down. I went up. I'm trying to bring it back down as opposed to just
Mhm.
kind of letting it land.
Okay.
So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1.
Oh, I see. That sounds a lot better.
Well, it resolves what you built there.
So I can't. This makes sense. So
You
it's
know,
not
like
too like crazy
in the
stuff.
middle, you know, like in the middle part of a story that you're telling, and the middle part has kind of like, well, they have it in literature to where it's not the huge big main point, the climax of the story, right? But there's
Mhm.
a little middle kind of climax, a difficulty that has a resolution that's not the main point. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. All right, what if I bridge it with something else rather than the 1? Again, on the and of 4, going back to that low 1. What do you think would be a kind of like a good place to start, and why?
Um,
What about connection? Think about connections harmonically. What about them makes them smooth as opposed to not so smooth? What's one of the elements?
I think one is it's not near other notes.
Exactly, distance. Very good. Right, so we have an octave there. So what if I try to connect with another note except that octave? Now, octaves are very forgiving in terms of, covering a wide distance. You can get away with just about anything using ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, but if I go 1, if I try to bridge it with a 3, I've got a minor 6 or a sharp 5 interval there, from there to there, and then a major third from there to there. So it's not an equal distance. It's longer. It's further from there to there than it is from there to there. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. It kind of steps down.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't terrible. All right. So let me try 5. You always mess with the 3s and 5s first. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Now the 5 is always halfway between 2 1s. So that's going to be a smoother transition than, because of the distance from there to there, compared to there. Now, because it's 3 and such a strong chord tone, it'll work to a point. But between the two, don't you think the 5 is stronger?
Yeah.
Now, another thing about 5 that is really cool is you have something called a dominant resolution. Stuff likes to move up a fourth, down a fifth. That's a very common pattern for notes and chords to move. Right? Or